Asteroid fears. Why rock threatening to render life extinct made scientists question God. Callum Hoare Express UK reports. The threat of an asteroid rendering life extinction made scientist Neil deGrasse Tyson question the plausibility of a God. Well, first of all, this is explained in Revelations 8, that we will be having signs in the heavens, and also that we will have a bright star impacting Earth. And a third of life, third of the oceans, a third of, all that will be suffering because of that. And this has happened in the past, and this will be happening in the future. There's reason stated why this will be taking place. Now, asteroids are, of course, small rocky bodies in the inner solar system, and we've even seen interstellar comets coming at us in the past 2 years, two in the past 2 years. There are millions of them flying around in space, and their collisions, known as impact events, played a significant role in shaping many planets. One of the most famous impacts on Earth, the dinosaur asteroid impact, the Chicxulub of the Yucatan Peninsula, is believed to be the remnants of a huge space rock that wiped out the dinosaurs. Scientist Neil deGrasse Tyson claims it's events like that that led him to question the possibility of God. During his 2015 Amazon Prime series, Neil deGrasse Tyson Explains Everything, that's the title of it. The American astrophysicist cosmologist spelled out his theory. He said, "I have no idea whether there is a God. I think people who are deeply religious are also not sure." Well, no, I don't agree with you there, Neil deGrasse Tyson. A lot of us are sure. And we have surpassed the level that you're at, and we can confirm his existence. But let's go back to this. That's why it's called faith. If you were certain there was a God, he says, you would not have to call it faith. It would be some other activity. Dr. Tyson then went on to make it clear that everyone should be allowed to have their own view. He said, there's a wiki page of all the gods that people have ever worshipped, and it just scrolls on and on through the history of our species. So it's an intriguing sociological fact that we've lived with gods ever since the dawn of our species. Now, this is obviously a man talking as an atheist. Now, he says, by the way, you can be certain within your own person that this is a kind of personal truth. In a free, pluralistic society, your thoughts are protected. You can think what you want. All right, well, okay, we know that. And he goes on to say, however, that he rounded off the conversation by detailing his own opinion on this. He concludes that that's what it means to live in a free society, but I'm not here to tell people whether God exists or does not for them. I can say that if God is benevolent and I look at the universe and I see asteroids that render life extinct, that's an absence of benevolence in the actual universe I see. So that's always been a point of contention between philosophers and theologians. The warning comes after NASA received a warning over the most dangerous space rock heading to Earth, asteroid Bennu. It's 101955, the asteroid Bennu, formerly known as 199 RQ36. It's a potentially hazardous object listed on the Sentry risk table with the second highest cumulative rating on the Palermo Technical Impact Hazard Scale. Investigators already warned the space agency that it could be devastating if they do not act. We have 4 asteroids that could strike Earth, one of them being, I guess, the most nearest one is the 2014 J025, coming at us 2027. It's about 1,800 feet in diameter, 650 meters. Probability 1 in 8,300. And we also then have 2014 AG5 coming at us year 2040, 140 meters in diameter. It's about 500 feet across. 1 out of 625 chance probability, so that's even higher. Then you have the Apophis asteroid, year 2068, 370 meters in diameter, about over 1,000 feet, probability 1 in 150,000. And asteroid Bennu, year 2182, it's about 1,800 feet in diameter, probability 1,000 in 1. I mean, how did they come out with that number? So according to the study by scientist Maria Evgenia Sansatorio, the 1999 asteroid may impact Earth. Now we're talking about, is that Bennu? Yes, Bennu. 1999, RQ36 is Bennu. And Dr. Sansatorio warned in a report from the Solar System journal, Icarus, that there's a good chance of the asteroid striking. She told Universe Today in 2010, quote, the total impact probability of asteroid 1999 RQ36, which is asteroid Bennu, can be estimated as 0.00092, approximately 1 in 1,000 chance, but what is most surprising is that over half of this chance corresponds to 2,182, the year that is. That's over half of this chance. However, like all asteroids that pose a threat to life on Earth, NASA does have a plan to tackle it. The space agency, as we know now, is currently running the OSIRIS-REx asteroid mission. The OSIRIS-REx spacecraft has a mission to find out more about asteroid Bennu. The spacecraft spent 2 years chasing Bennu down. As we know, they fly tens of thousands of miles an hour, so the spacecraft have to keep up with it as it's hurtling through space, trying to catch up with it to bring back samples. So the spacecraft spent 2 years chasing Bennu down before orbiting it for another 2 years and taking samples. Then in 2023, we'll blast back to Earth to allow scientists from around the world to study the sample. The mission team is particularly interested in learning the role that asteroids like Bennu, dark, primitive, and apparently carbon-rich, may have played in creating life on Earth. It will also help scientists to refine the odds of a strike on the blue planet. Will it hit us? What are the chances it will hit us? What are the chances of it passing us by safely? And we also have to take into account the Yarkovsky effect. Remember that just recently, July 25th, we had a small asteroid supposedly coming by us, and it would have been safely passing us way beyond the moon and hurling itself into the darkness of space. But that's not what happened. In actuality, it came careening into the Caribbean, to the surprise of all the astronomers who claimed that it would safely bypass us, and it didn't. It hit in the Caribbean Sea, unpopulated of course, and thank goodness it did not hit on a city or on land anywhere. And that surprised the astronomers, and they explained to us what the Yarkovsky effect is. That's when the sun's rays heat the surface of the celestial rock to the point that it has a temperature gradient difference, and it causes the asteroid to tumble on its axis. And as it does so, it tumbles out of its trajectory. It's as if it's been blasted by the sun's rays that cause the temperature difference and cause it to twirl, to tumble. And that's what caused that particular asteroid to come impacting Earth in the Caribbean Sea. So, and it was caught by the Earth's gravity, and that's how it came into us. I'll leave links below for you for this. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, You will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.